we can start.
Okay. So, hello and good. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah, you are audible.
Okay. Okay. Thanks. So, hello and good morning, everyone. I'm Hasna, Secretary of Women in Engineering Affinity Group at IEEE MEA Student Branch. I'd like to extend my warm welcome to everyone present here on behalf of IEEE MEA Student Branch to the most awaited and proud moment, the launching ceremony of Eclipse, the first official half-yearly newsletter of this academic year by IEEE MEA Student Branch. We feel highly honored to launch the newsletter in the presence of our esteemed chief guest of the day, Mr. Deepak Mathur, Director at IEEE Region 10, and we'll also be hearing from our admirable guests of the day. Before heading on, I'd like to remind the audience to keep their microphones muted throughout the event to keep the quality of sound functional. Now, without further ado, I'd like to call upon Dr. Raji CG, Advisor at Women in Engineering Affinity Group at IEEE MEA Student Branch. She is the HOD of the Computer Science Department at MEA Engineering College. I kindly invite Dr. Raji CG. You may please take over, ma'am.
Good morning, all. Is it audible?
Yes, ma'am, it's audible.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Most respected dignitary personalities on the meet, my dear colleagues and dear students. We all know that today is a special day for MEA IEEE student branch with the launching of annual newsletter Eclipse 2021 All-in-One Issue 1. Very proud to introduce Eclipse 2021, the efforts of my young, enthusiastic, and dynamic IEEE students during this pandemic period before the members who gathered in the meet and for the young community. In this occasion, I would like to narrate few points about Eclipse 2021. Eclipse 2021 is the first kid of IEEE MEA student branch, consists of 50 different events during the past academic year. The events includes webinars, quiz competitions, training programs, hackathon, debates, project competition, awards, achievements, etc. with a good participation from our state and neighboring states. These all came into reality with the leadership of IEEE chairman and executive members of MEA IEEE branch supported by all my IEEE student members. Now I come to my assigned duty to welcome all the dignitaries present in this meet. First, I would like to welcome the chief guest of the day, Mr. Deepak Mathur, Director IEEE Region 10. Sir, we all are very grateful to you to spend your valuable time and presence in this meet for the inaugural address and newsletter launch. On behalf of IEEE Student Branch, I welcome you, sir, for this event. Welcome you, sir. Next, I'd like to welcome Ms. Sharada Jaykrishnan, Chair IEEE Kerala Section, Dr. Gilesh MP, Secretary of IEEE Kerala Section, Mr. Shankar J, SAC Chair IEEE Kerala Section, and Dr. Sabik PV, Chair IEEE Malabar Subsection for accepting our invitation to deliver your valuable felicitation during this event. Next, I would like to welcome Ms. Amina Rinsha, Editor-in-Chief of Eclipse 2021, to deliver the editor's note of this event. I welcome the most dynamic Chair and Secretary of IEEE MEA Student Branch, Mr. Muhammad Mushraf, to this event. Finally, I would like to welcome all the faculty members, executive members, other student representatives, those who are here, and those who contributed the efforts to bring out the newsletter Eclipse 2021 into reality. Wish you all success to my dear students and iterate Eclipse 2021 in the upcoming years. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for your inspiring words. Now, moving on to the inaugural session, we feel highly privileged to have Mr. Deepak Mathur with us today to inaugurate the event and officially launch the newsletter. Mr. Deepak is the director at IEEE Region 10. He has also served in many leadership roles in IEEE at Section, Council, Region and MGA. He was the IEEE India Council Chair in 2015 to 16. He is experienced as a Chair and Secretary at IEEE Gujarat Section, Humanitarian Technology Activities Chair, and also Chief General Manager at ONGC. Mr. Deepak has more than 35 years of professional experience in the fields of electronics, telecommunication, IT infrastructure, and has held various engineering and managerial positions. He has successfully done planning and executions of several IT projects like SCADA, online or real-time monitoring systems, IT infrastructure creation, VMAX-based broadband wireless access system, GPS or GSM-based vehicle tracking system, etc., and has led teams of IT professionals and multidisciplinary teams. Mr. Deepak has a Bachelor of Engineering degree in Electronics and Communications from Indian Institute of Technology, Roorkee, and is an MBA. He has also completed Advanced Management Program from IIM Calcutta. He is a recipient of the prestigious IEEE Region 10 Outstanding Volunteer Award and IEEE MGA Achievement Award. With most respect and pleasure, I invite Mr. Deepak Mathur to our esteemed audience. You may please take over, sir.
Thank you, Hasna. Thank you very much for such a detailed introduction of mine. Thank you. And thank you, Dr. Raji, for uh, grand welcome address. Thank you very much. I would be doing this inauguration of newsletter before my address or after the address, Musharraf.
Up to you, sir. It's up to your convenience.
Okay, we'll be doing after that. That is fine.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you,
Yeah.
sir.
So once again, thank you, and my special thanks to team of IEEE Student Branch of MEA Engineering College, and I'm glad that MEA IEEE Student Branch of Kerala section is publishing its newsletter. I really feel privileged and honored that you thought of me for this launch. Thank you very much once again. And my sincere thanks to Musharraf. Musharraf contacted me for adjusting date and time as per my convenience. And I'm extremely grateful to you and whole team of Student Branch for that. Thank you very much. And sorry for the inconvenience which might have caused to you.
Thank
It
you,
is a
sir.
it is a great initiative to publish a newsletter, that too exclusively by a student branch. I appreciate your thoughtful decision, and it's a great vision. And I'm sure that newsletter would be providing a strong connect with members, with an opportunity to share ideas of its members and activities of the student branch. Hopefully, you would also be giving space to IEEE activities of other student branches known to you, or you would be exploring that and would be inviting them to share their best practices. If you have not planned such inclusion, give a thought to my suggestion. This is my request to you, because by sharing best practices, we will be growing. And please encourage all members of your student branch to contribute. Let them write articles. Let them share their thoughts and ideas. And it would be an excellent opportunity and an appropriate platform for all of you. And let us use that. This time, I have decided that I am going to ask few questions to students. I'm really happy to see your passion, and the newsletter publication and its launch today proves that. But the question which I'm going to ask you, I'm not going to expect answer right now, but I would like to suggest that, ponder over that, give a thought to that, and get answer for yourself. So my first question is like that: have you ever visited IEEE website? If you have visited IEEE website, did you explore it thoroughly? Do you know what is IEEE Explore? Have you ever gone through the student page of the website? Have you ever read articles published in Potential or in any other magazine or journal of IEEE? What are IEEE technical societies and councils? Have you identified technical society or the technical council of your interest? How many of you know about IEEE standards? Do you know IEEE has a special resources for all of you on COVID-19? Did you get any chance to see that, or you are really aware of such resources or not? And what is IEEE site? A special interest group on humanitarian technology, etc., etc., etc. There are so many questions, and but I thought, but I would like to encourage you to study IEEE resources on IEEE.org, available for your technical and professional development, and plan to take those to your advantage. That is very important. Just becoming member is not going to serve purpose. And IEEE has everything which could give you knowledge, which will be, and the knowledge which you will be getting from the IEEE will be latest, futuristic, and authentic. And that is going to be very useful to make your career bright, irrespective of whether you are from industry or whether you are from academia, or whether you want to pursue your career in industry or you pursue your career in academia or academics. So IEEE also has tremendous leadership opportunity for the students, and I see that so many IEEE student leaders are sitting here. Hasna is probably secretary of WIA, Musharraf is the chair of MEA student branch. So there are so many opportunities for you. We need to know those opportunities and identify that what is suitable for you and grab that opportunity. Grab is not really right word to say that, but I know you might be understanding what I want to say to you. So, and there are numerous benefits of and opportunities offered by IEEE, and I can go on and go on. And but whatever I shared with you, please discuss among yourself with other members and brainstorm and develop a plan of activities which would best suit you, and work on that plan. That is important. What you really want from IEEE, you have to decide yourself. Whether you want to know the technical knowledge, you want to know technical plus leadership, or you want to network with experts, and you want to join some conferences. So you should take from the IEEE the way you want, and the way you want that it will be beneficial to you for your career. So if you want to grow, it is important that you have to be aware and take the leadership and responsibility. So that is very important. And I appreciate hard work done by the team of student volunteers of MEA student branch for this newsletter, Eclipse. I got a chance to see that. And I understand there would have been many sleepless nights and many hours of hard work in making this newsletter a reality. I know that how much efforts are required for bringing such publication. So you deserve all appreciation for that. And to me, when I was going through the newsletter, and it looks that it is very well thought, well planned, with good coverage of activities to start with. And I'm sure there would be continuous effort for its improvement. There are possibilities to add more features to make it more useful, and I'm sure that team would be working on that constantly. Before I conclude, I would like to take this opportunity to acknowledge the outstanding leadership of Mrs. Sada Jayakrishnan, the chair of IEEE Kerala section. I know she is very supportive and she provides all encouragements, and you all are very lucky. Kerala section has always been a role model section, not only in India, but across all over the world, with many awards and accolades. Probably you all students might be knowing about your section. I would also like to recognize the other outstanding volunteers of Kerala section who are joining today's event for their contribution to the IEEE. Thank you, Dr. Gilesh, Shankar Jairaj, and Dr. Sabik for being this event. And your presence is really going to motivate these students enormously. And I'm sure you would be continuously guiding them and bringing best out of them. So once again, many thanks for the invitation. I really feel privileged and honored to be here with bright minds of IEEE MEA student branch of Kerala section. I got chance to interact with Musharraf, and I found that his students are bright from this college, and my best wishes to all for your all-round success. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much, sir. Thank you very much.
Hasna,
Yes.
sir will be launching the website, launching the
Okay.
newsletter.
Yes. Let me try. Your newsletter Eclipse is really very beautiful.
Thank you, sir.
Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir, it's coming up.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it's coming. It's visible.
So am I on the right page?
Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
really, I really feel honored, and I'm really happy to inaugurate or launch this newsletter. Many congratulations to you all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
So should I stop?
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me, sir. Thank you for launching it.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, you are welcome, and
Thank you very much, sir.
congratulations to the team. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words and inaugurating our newsletter and sparing your valuable time and joining us today. We are so thankful to have you here. And
My pleasure.
now, as a token of gratitude, we'd like to present you a memento on behalf of IEEE MEA student branch. So,
Yeah, Salah, could you please present? Salah or Aromal, are you there? Salah? Yeah. Salah, we lost it. Aromal, could you please present? I think they are facing some technical issues.
No problem, Musharraf. We can have later on. I'm going to stay for some time in this session. Yes.
So, okay, Hasna, you can continue. I will do it in the vote of thanks.
okay, sure. So now let's move on to the felicitation. To felicitate our event, our first guest is Mrs. Sharada Jayakrishnan, Chair at IEEE Kerala Section Lead. She's also the current Deputy General Manager of Terumo Penpal Private Limited. She has played very strong roles in the leadership fraternity of IEEE Kerala section as an active volunteer by serving various positions such as the former secretary, former Women in Engineering Affinity Group Chair, and former treasurer. Mrs. Sharada completed her BTech degree from College of Engineering, Trivandrum, and PG certification in Business Management from XLRI Xavier School of Management. She was awarded the IEEE Art and Outstanding Women in Engineering Volunteer Award in 2014 for her magnanimous contributions to the WE community. She has also won the Monozukuri Award in 2016 for embracing the art and spirit of manufacturing. With most respect and pleasure, I kindly invite Mrs. Sharada Jayakrishnan to our esteemed audience. You may please take over, ma'am.
Thank you, Hasna, very much for the elaborate introduction. I'm sure most of the community here knows me. And thank you, Deepakji, for all the support and acknowledging the great teamwork of MEA College and also Kerala section. Special thanks to Mohammed and also Dr. Fabina for inviting me for this event. In fact, Mohammed had been inviting me for few other events which I couldn't join because of my personal difficulties. So thank you once again for this. My fellow volunteer IEEEans in this call, my dear student members, and also other faculty members. Congratulations to college student branch for this great initiative of a newsletter. I also understand this is your 10th year, right? This is your 10th year, right? Student branch? Hasna, am I right? I thought.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am.
We are going to celebrate the 10th anniversary on August 25th, ma'am.
Great. So this is a milestone achievement for you to be so vibrant in the last 10 years. I understand there are various society chapters that has been added over the go. And I know there is a petition that has gone for site formation. I think they will be shortly getting a site group also within the college, and indeed that's very commendable. And to see from Jan to I think June, July, almost 50 programs, which means almost 3 or 4 programs every month, which is happening consecutively. That's indeed incredible. And a variety of programs, technical and professional. When you go through the newsletter, it is elaborated on the kind of mix that is going on. That's indeed very, very good. And I also congratulate the lady editor behind this, editor-in-chief, who has tried to bring in all the, a snippet of each event. That's also very important, to concisely present a matter is indeed, it's a skill. So it's really good that the team has brought in such a skill also to the foray. Just a small comment, just a suggestion from my side, as Deepak ji had also pointed out. You can have probably a member corner, or like a student corner, some other name you can give. That portion can be dedicated to the volunteers who are willing to talk about themselves or talk about their achievements, or probably something that they have found out. Maybe it's something new thing that they have understood, which will entice the readers to know more about IEEE and your student branch. Just a small suggestion, probably you can think about it. And congratulations once again. It's indeed awesome to see a newsletter being launched, because it's not easy in your time to get all the, everyone together and launch a newsletter. The only point is, please see that this is continued. I have seen many, including sometimes in even in my company, I've had instances where we will launch a program and then over a period it will die down. So never allow that. Please continue in a rigor, whatever is your rigor, either 6 months, or if it's quarterly, or even if it's annual, it's okay. But continue the rigor and let the rest of the community also get benefited. So all the very best and congratulations again. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for your valuable insights and joining us today and being a part of the ceremony. Now, moving on to our next guest of the day, we have Dr. Gilesh MP, current Secretary at IEEE Kerala Section, for the felicitation. Dr. Gilesh is the Professor of Government Engineering College, Wayanad. He completed his BTech degree in Computer Science Engineering from University of Calicut, Master of Engineering from Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, and PhD from National Institute of Technology, Calicut. His past volunteering experiences include Vice Chair and Secretary at IEEE CS Kerala Chapter, Vice Chair, Treasurer, and Webmaster at IEEE Malabar Subsection, and Branch Counselor at IEEE Government Engineering College Student Branch. A few of his publications are Opportunistic Life Migration of Virtual Machines, Resource Availability, Aware Adaptive Provisioning of Virtual Data Center Networks, etc. With most respect and pleasure, we cordially invite you to our esteemed audience. You may please take over, sir.
Okay, thank you, Asna, for the introduction. I have never heard introduction, any introduction earlier with the titles of our papers. That's new to me. Respected Deepak sir, Sharda ma'am, Shankar, Sabik, and Fabina, and then the student volunteer, Mohammed Mushraf, Hasna, and other student volunteers and teachers of MEA College of Engineering. First, at the outset, let me congratulate for coming up with a newsletter. I assume that would be a testimonial of your vibrancy of the student branch. And in fact, as I was saying, it's a decennial celebration, the decennial year of your formation of SB. And I would say I've been associated with SB MEA since 2011, since its inception, because I've been with the IEEE Malabar subsection since then at several roles. And we have had a lot of vibrant volunteers from MEA Engineering College, and MEA College had a lot of events to be reported to Malabar subsection execoms. So we were very familiar with them, and there are a lot of activities going on. We had some Fawaz and other, I remember some of their names, Fawaz and team, who were the early leaders of MEA. And also we had a few faculty members also from MEA Engineering College in the Malabar subsection execom. So in that sense, I was closely associated with MEA College of Engineering, and say that was one of the motivation actually when I started the student branch at Government Engineering College, Wayanad. That was in 2012. The next year is the decennial celebration of that in Wayanad, and that's when I asked in 2011 when I saw MEA forming a student branch, and I went back to see what is the student branch code for our college. They said there is no formal student branch in Wayanad. It was everything was happening informal, and that's where we actually started this student branch in GC Wayanad. So I see that the newsletter is well organized, and as Deepak sir and Sharda ma'am were giving some of the comments, and I don't have any comments to add anyways. I found all those things because there's no such newsletter in our college, so I think the effort that the students have put in is enormous. As Deepak sir said, there could be several sleepless nights behind this beautiful newsletter, and the sustainability, as Adamam said, that's an important aspect. You need to sustain this rigor and come up with a newsletter at regular intervals. And all the best. And okay, to mention Febina, faculty in MEA, he was a contemporary of me at NIT Calicut, and she had invited me personally. So thank you, Febina, for that personal invitation as well. And I congratulate the team again and wish all the best for them.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words. We're so thankful to have you here. And now, moving on to our next guest of the day. Next, we have Mr. Shankar J, the Chair of Student Activities Committee, IEEE Kerala Section. He's an executive committee member of IEEE Kerala Section, presently serving as Student Activities Committee Chair and has exercised various section volunteering roles. He has also served as a steering committee member of various IEEE international and national conferences hosted by the IEEE Region 10, Asia Pacific Region, and IEEE Kerala Section. He has served as Secretary of IEEE Communication Society. He is Assistant Professor in UQF College of Engineering and Technology, Kollam. He is the Coordinator of Academia Working Group. He received IEEE Kerala Section Outstanding Volunteer Award 2020, IEEE India Council Outstanding Young Professional Volunteer Award 2020, and IEEE Coin of Leadership. We warmly invite you to our esteemed audience. You may please take over, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, Hasna, for that wonderful introduction. Thank you so much. So, first of all, respected Deepak Mathu sir, Sharda ma'am, Gilesh sir, Sabik sir, a warm good morning to each and everyone. And especially love to hear in this Sunday morning to have visiting in college virtually is also another pleasure, especially for the student activities. So thank you so much for the opportunity, and thank you, Ms. Ara, for the invitation, and Dr. Raji ma'am, counselor, as well as Amina, the newsletter editor. A very warm good morning to each and everyone. It's indeed a great Sunday morning, I guess, to celebrate an occasion with the fellow IEEE members, the student members. So thank you, first of all, that invitation, Sharaf. And on this occasion, I would like to congratulate the entire team. As Deepak Mathu has told that for any fruitful outcome, we need to have spent a lot of tireless nights to come up with an outcome for that. So whatever activities an IEEE organize, it is always an ensure that we need to properly document those activities. This is all well said by Gilesh sir, because sir is also behind all the documentation activities that IEEE Kerala section does. Seeing the vibrancy of the Kerala section, having more than 2,500 events per day, have at least 3 to 4 events per day. So you can just imagine the vibrancy. Similarly, that events or the reporting done by the student branch is a major factor. So student branch like MEA does that. And to point to that, Sharda has told that this is the first time I know that it's a 10th year, and that is another icing on the cake, I would say that. And similarly, we have seen at a techno managerial event, Extremia, the 3rd edition, that is done by the MEA college. So the vibrancy that put forward by MEA definitely needs to be documented. So I'm happy to see the newsletter, very vibrant design, and congrats to Amina and the team led by Musharraf and all the faculty members. Really loved how Deepak Mathur sir have inaugurated with a like a website animation. I'm not sure how it is done. Maybe Glazer can put a lot of thought into that as well as. So it's indeed a great pleasure, a great Sunday morning to uh, be a part of a wonderful event. Especially IEEE has always been close to heart. So any event that is there, it's always welcome. And congratulations again, team, for the SB News Special launch, and keep documenting all the vibrant events and showcase. And another beautiful factor of MEA College is that they invite office bearers of IEEE section as well as the region to ensure that you are exposing that these are the events that you have done. So that is a good quality that MEA brings out. And thank you for submitting all the reports to section as well on time. Okay. So on this, congratulations again, team, and thank you for having me here. Great day.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for your valuable insights. So our next guest of the day is Dr. Sabik PV, Chair at Malabar Subsection for the Felicitation Address. He's serving as the principal at KMCT College of Engineering for Women and has 17 years of teaching experience. He's a wonderful personality with more skills in teacher training, English management, project management, and Microsoft Office. He's a strong educational professional with a Master of Technology focused in Electronics and Communication Engineering from National Institute of Technology, Warangal, and Doctor of Philosophy from Pondicherry Central University. His areas of interest are signal processing and cognitive radio networks. With most respect and pleasure, we cordially invite you to our audience. You may please take over, sir.
Thank you, Asna, for a wonderful intro. Respected Mathur sir, Sharda ma'am, Gilay sir, Shankar sir, Raji ma'am, Amina, chief editor, and Musharraf, and other faculty members of MEA Engineering College, and as well as student members. It's a great moment and very happy to be part of this launching ceremony of the newsletter named Eclipse. Thanks for the invitation. A special thanks for Dr. Febina as well as Musharraf who had invited me for this event. And as all knows that a newsletter always expose the respective entity. Here, the IEEE SB MEA College of Engineering is getting exposed to the outside world through their events. So both conducting an event as well as having a newsletter, both are related, because newsletter will be coming out only if events are taking place. So there is a one-to-one relation. So if you want to continuously publish a newsletter, you need to conduct more and more events regularly. So then only you can have such type of newsletter. And as all were speaking about, you have to decide the frequency of releasing these these newsletters. So and as well as this newsletter will be sharing the success, announcing the new events that will be taking place in the coming years, and also later after 10 or 20 years, if new students are coming to the college, if they want to know what had happened in the SB, this newsletter will be telling out. So all these things, keeping in mind, if you are going on releasing newsletter, I believe that new events will be taking place at the same time, and this will be getting exposed to the outside world. So a very big congratulations to the team members who have come up with the newsletter, and I wish all the best, and let IEEE student branch of MEA Engineering College conduct many more such fruitful events, and thereby that will come up as a documented in a newsletter. Thank you, and all the best once again.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for your blessings. Well, that brings us to the end of the felicitation address.
Asna, I had a small request. Can we all see
Sure.
Amina, the editor-in-chief, and the team, please?
Yes, now next let's hear from the editor-in-chief of Eclipse, Miss Amina Ransha. She's a newsletter editor at IEEE MEA Student Branch and is pursuing her BTech degree in Civil Engineering from MEA Engineering College. I kindly invite Miss Amina Rinsha. You may take over.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you're
Yeah,
audible.
you're audible, but we can't see you. Can we see you? Ah,
Oh,
there you are. Congratulations.
thank you. Honorable dignitaries on dais and dear fellow mates, a very warm morning. I am privileged to stand before you as the editor-in-chief of the half-yearly newsletter Eclipse, launched just now by our chief guest, Mr. Deepak Mathur, director of IEEE Region 10. It was our responsibility to bring up a newsletter which comprised all the events conducted, the awards achieved, and the exact notions of IEEE MEA SB. Dozens of people worked behind it. We have conducted almost 33 events for the period of January 2021 to June 2021. Events were conducted under IEEE MEA and some other were collaborated with other student branches. Extremia 3.0, a well appreciated event, is one among them. Extremia was the third edition of national level organized techno managerial event, leveling up to international level this year. The event include technical workshops and session handled by expertise from industry and academia, project expos and cultural events. And the most attractive thing is we got many participants from different colleges and received great feedbacks. The grandeurs helped us in enhancing our newsletter. At this moment, I do remember all the crew members who stood up for helping me and contributed their time for the newsletter. I owe my sincere gratitude to the designing team led by Salah, Shamil, Ajtab, and Nadi for their great hard works. The technical team and the documentation team did their level best. I do appreciate our secretary Amiruniza, who take a major role in this newsletter. I use this opportunity to thank them. Eclipse is a final product of our hard work of 3 months. I once again appreciate my team for their heartfelt commitment. On behalf of me and IEEE MESB, let me thank each and everyone who contributed this value time for this. I hope you will all take your time to read this Eclipse. Thank you. That's all.
Thank you, Amina. So that brings us to the end of today's ceremony. For delivering the vote of thanks, I'd like to call upon Mr. Muhammad Musharraf, current chairman at IEEE MEA Student Branch, electronic communication coordinator at IEEE IAIE PELS Joint Chapter Kerala section, also volunteer at International Human Rights Commission and founding chair at IEEE Power and Energy Society Student Branch chapter. He is currently doing his BTech in Civil Engineering at MEA Engineering College. His major achievements include IEEE IACMD Humanitarian Award 2020 and Outstanding Membership Development Volunteer Award of IEEE Malabar Subsection 2020. I kindly invite Mr. Muhammad Musharraf. Over to you.
Thank you, Hasna. Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. Hasna. Honorable dignitaries, respected Deepak Mathur sir, Sharada ma'am, Shankar sir, Gilesh sir, Sabik sir, respected Raji ma'am, Counselor Jamshir Ahmed sir, PES advisor Febina ma'am, and all my dear fellow members, a warm good morning to one and all. Myself, Muhammad Musharraf, chair at IEEE MEA Engineering College Student Branch. It's a great pleasure and an honor for me to be here with you, sharing this occasion of our student branch half-year newsletter issue launch of Eclipse. I feel our student branch is lucky and also blessed enough to have all these great personalities over here with us on board for this launch. Thank you all. As the chair of the student branch, I'm extremely happy to share this moment with you all. I would love and it gives me an immense huge pride in congratulating the whole team who contributed towards this newsletter. As our editor spoke earlier, the effort kept forward by the whole documentation and technical team led by herself, Amirunisa, Ajtab, Nadi, and Salah and Shamil. Thank you all and congratulations to one and all. And I would also like to congratulate Mr. Aromal PS, the webmaster of IEEE student branch, to portraying our newsletter into a website and introducing into our audience. Hats off to all the team who contributed in the whole night and day for the successful launching of the newsletter today. Speaking about our student branch, IEEE ME Engineering College student branch has always stood up in supporting and encouraging our student volunteers in this rapidly changing technological era. The event and other activities and other student branch in support of the student branch counselor, student branch chapter advisors, and college management has always been a trademark in growing and developing through it. The opportunities in various volunteering roles has also been a great support to grow in technical and management fields. Our student branch has also successful in bagging various awards and recognitions in past year for the excellence. In this moment, I would like to acknowledge the comments and the suggestions by our honorable guests, Deepak sir, Sharada ma'am, Shankar sir, Gilesh sir, and Sabik sir has provided with us. And we'll definitely and 100% we'll look forward to bring it up in the next edition of Eclipse, that is the second issue of the volume 1. And thank you for all the kind words and the blessings we had over here. And we'll definitely look into putting the sustainability, as Sharada ma'am has already mentioned over here. We'll be looking into putting over continuous publications of the newsletter in every regular interval. And we hope, we all the student branch hope all the support and this the same support and this same prayers from you all guys. Thank you, sir. Thank you all. And without taking more time, I would like to move on to the responsibility that is being assigned of me. Initially, I would like to thank our honorable chief guest of the day, Mr. Deepak Mathur sir, Director IEEE Region 10, for joining with us in his busy schedule and sharing his thoughtful words and blessing with us. We would like to present a small token of love on behalf of our student branch. Salah and Romal, could you please present it? I think they were facing some network issues during the time. Romal? Yeah, it's visible. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Deepak sir,
Thank
for
you.
joining.
Thank you,
our
Mr.
credit.
It was my pleasure, and I would like to mention that Hasna handled this session very nicely. Well done, Hasna.
Sure. Sure, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Hasna. And next, I would like to thank our section chair, IEEE Kerala section chair, Ms. Sharada ma'am, for joining with us over here in her busy schedules and sharing her thoughtful words. Thank you, ma'am. Please accept our token of love from our student branch.
Thank you,
ma'am.
so
Thank you for
much
your
and
valuable time.
congratulations again. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. Next, I would like to thank our secretary of our section, IEEE Kerala section, Dr. Gilesh MP, sir, for joining with us and sharing his thoughtful words. Thank you, sir. Thank you for joining with the busy schedule. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your time.
Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. And next, I would like to thank Mr. Shankar J, the constant support for the student branches all over Kerala section, the student activities committee chair, Mr. Shankar J, sir, for joining with us. He's a great motivation for all the student branches and the student volunteers all over Kerala. His support is immense. It's a beyond words. Thank you, sir. Thank you for joining in your busy schedule. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for the support and the love. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Next, I would like to thank Dr. Sabik PV, sir, our on chair of this subsection, IEEE Malabar subsection. And I would also again put it forward, sir, has been a constant support for IEEE MEA student branch in past months and past years for his constant words and support in all guidance. We would love to get all the guidance continued. And thank you, sir. Thank you for joining with us on this busy schedule. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you. And thank you, and would like to thank all the team who has worked behind this newsletter. Once again, I would like to thank all the crew members of Amina Rinsha, the news editor-in-chief of Eclipse, and I would like to thank student branch counselor, Mr. Jamshir Ahmed sir, who is a great support. He's a great wall behind us, who support for our all means everything we do right, everything we do wrong. He's a constant support for us. He's a great mentor. He's a great leader, and we have no words for him. Thank you, sir. He's going with a busy schedule. He couldn't join us for this talk. And thank you, sir, for your support. Thank you. Next, I would like to thank Dr. Raji CG, ma'am, the advisor of IEEE V Affinity Group and the head of the department, CS Department of ME Engineering College, for the welcome address. And I would also thank ma'am for the constant support she gives with us and the motivation for conducting such programs and all the newsletter launch. Thank you, ma'am. Next, I would like to thank Dr. Febina Bibi, ma'am, the advisor of IEEE Power Energy Society Student Branch Chapter, and the Electrical Department at the head of the department of MEA Engineering College. For the constant support, she is a great wall again. She is a great motivation for us, and she has been a great support for the student branch in bringing up the new initiatives and new thinking methodologies and publications in the student branch. Thank you, ma'am. Next, I would like to thank Mr. Shamim, sir, the advisor of CS Computer Society Student Branch Chapter of the Student Branch, for the constant support and being a great mentor for us. Thank you, Shamim, sir. Next, I would like to thank the whole team of IEEE MEA SB. Means I couldn't put in the words. It give me immense happiness. I'm really into that emotional phase right now, because it's a great blessing to have such a dedicated team with me who is ready to do what we have been putting into the forward. We have been conducting events, documenting it. It's not a simple task. We all know that. So I would like to thank especially the editor-in-chief, Amina Arinsha, Secretary Amirunisa, the web team, the technical team, and the whole documentation team. They are doing a great job. Hats off to you all, and congratulations and thank you all. Finally, I would also like to thank the whole alumni team of IEEE MEA Student Branch who has joined over here. Thank you, Alumni Association, for the constant support, and also thank the section and subsection for the constant support and the great motivation you provide with us for the student branch and enhancing our volunteering and leadership qualities. Thank you all, one and all. Thank you. Thanks once again. And I hope everyone is staying home, stay safe. Thank you. Have a nice day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Sharaf, for your kind words. And with that, we have come to an end of our launching ceremony of Eclipse. So now, why don't we take a virtual photograph? I request the participants to switch on your cameras so that we can take a virtual photograph of today's ceremony.
Yeah. Let's have a virtual photograph. Actually, going virtual everywhere. So let's have a virtual photograph. I request all the members, if you could please turn on the video cam so we can have a photograph. Aromal, if it is taken, please notify so we can conclude. Aromal, is it done?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
So,
Bye.
Thank you.
once again, I'd like to express my sincere gratitude on behalf of IEEE MEA SB to every one of you for taking the time out of your heavy schedule and marking these hours with your glorious presence. We really look forward to your love and support throughout such events hosted by our student branch. Once again, thank you. You may leave the meeting window now.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Stay safe.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.